Hey guys, I hope everyone's well. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm in bed in my pajamas, no makeup, but I didn't want that to prevent me from doing a video, which I normally would let it. Um, I feel like, yeah, I'm always waiting to make sure I look perfect, have the perfect thing to say. It's all organized and set up and everything. But the other day and recently, I've been watching these. I watch a ton of inspirational women online, and there's this one lady called the Solo Single Female, or Solo Retired Female, and I was listening to her, and she had just gotten done with stage 4 cancer. She felt like she needed to lose weight. She felt uncomfortable in front of the camera. All the things that I'm experiencing. And she said she just went ahead and did it, and that the response was amazing. She made me feel like, yeah, the trueness of the channel is to be yourself, and if you're yourself, then your community will find you. So yeah, she really encouraged me just to press play, and that's what I've done. Also, I follow a really awesome girl that just started her new channel. It's called The Matriarch, and Tasha's Divine Guidance and Shay from Hawaii. They are all amazing, brave, and they give me so many inspirational messages, and not only that, but yeah, like when they express their insecurities, I know that we're not all alone, and so it makes it easier when you feel that someone understands you, and they can still do it anyway. But so anyway, yeah, I know I haven't recorded in a while. I finished my Reiki level 1 course, and it's also winter time, and I have a chronic central nervous system pain disorder that I've had for about a decade now. And every autumn and winter, it pretty much makes me disabled. For the last 3 or more years, I've just been pushing through it, not listening to my body and the universe, all the constant resistance that I wasn't on the right path. But yeah, I realized that it was making my body and mental health worse, my existing medical condition. So with fibromyalgia, it comes with chronic fatigue, head to toe pain all the time, mind fog, extreme lethargia, because it takes a lot of energy to be in pain all the time. So it's really, it is disabling, and normally I would never want anyone to see me in this condition. My story is significant to everyone, though. What happened to me was that I experienced severe, extreme trauma in my 20s. And, well, I was responsible for paying for my own apartment then. I was in college. Like, I couldn't take the time to go to counseling or deal with what I experienced. And so I just, what's the word? Reconciled, I guess, in my mind, that it would never happen again. I know how to prevent something from that happening again, and carry on. And then a few years later, because I hadn't dealt with the emotional aspect of it, it developed into this disability that I have in my body. And I slowly started understanding, well, after the long journey of getting a diagnosis, I started understanding the close connection between the mind and the body, which is what led me to Reiki, because it seems to be the only modality that incorporates spiritual, emotional, and physical, and understands that what happens to us in our minds and emotions always manifests itself and affects our bodies and our chakras. Additionally, I've been going through a really hard time with my marriage, and simultaneously worried about finding my next job role. But at the same time, for the first time in my life, I feel like I've gotten rid of that lack mindset and trusting the universe, and am allowing myself the grace and permission and just self-love, instead of running on fumes to keep everyone else happy, to stay in the matrix, to follow the book. It gets a time to where you can try that as much as you want, but then your body eventually will say no. And yeah, I forever from now on want to listen to my body. If I get this job, I'll have to go into the office for a month for training, which for like anyone else, even a senior citizen, that wouldn't even like be exhausting or be a big deal. But for me, it is really, really challenging. And another reason I think that I got discouraged a little bit from posting is that after posting that I had completed my Reiki level 1, like, I come from a small town in Texas, and a lot of people that I'm friends with on Facebook from the past still live there, and they are religious but not spiritual, and they don't understand Reiki, and well, they just hopped onto my post and were saying stuff like tarot is witchcraft, and just trying to it feels like they could tell that I was happy, so they needed to come in and try to like disrupt that. And I shut it down, and I didn't engage, but it also, I need to work on, it also has, like, I think, distracted me from my practice, like, threw me off. And I'm so used to allowing people to do that, caring about other people's opinions, seeking their validation, and you're like, I've just learned that I don't need anyone to validate or approve of what I am doing. I love it, for one. It resonates deeply with me. I think if anyone who's ever had a chronic condition or a serious medical condition or any type of medical condition that was a bit rare, and the medical community did their best but weren't able to help you, and that long, grueling journey just to end up with no answers, and not even at the end of the day, I just get told to maintain my fibromyalgia, which doesn't leave me with a very good lifestyle. So I had to explore other means of healing on my own. It doesn't mean that I don't talk to my doctor weekly, and that I'm still not using, like, medicine or the medical community as part of my healing. But Reiki is something that allows me to heal myself. I can do it every single day, as long or as little as I want. I don't have to make an expensive appointment and go out of my way for a healing. And so, yeah, that is what started my Reiki journey, is the excitement and ability to, first of all, self-heal, because we don't need to be completely healed ourselves. Like, we'll never be perfect, and you don't have to even be healed to practice. But the purpose of the Reiki level 1 is for self-healing, and then level 2, you want to keep the self-healing, and then you can practice on friends and family. And I want to continue to the master level, which makes the self-healing energy stronger, but it also allows you to, if you want to teach, or even just practice, it gives far more legitimacy, and that's when you really can, you know, legitimately and honestly charge people for healings and pets. And so, yeah, that is my dream. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to not get a regular job and just try to do this like a starving artist. But it's something that I do on the side, and that I would eventually like to turn into my lifestyle and a practice. So, yeah, I hope this message finds anyone who's hesitating or doesn't feel good enough to record, or is holding themselves back from pressing record for these reasons of judgment and not being ready. Because that was the advice given to me. And so, and she seemed like a very, very down-to-earth and honest, straightforward lady. And so, yeah, I want to thank her for those words of encouragement. And in fact, I'll probably like tag all the I might tag all the channels that I've been talking about, so that you can go find them and check them out yourself. My only hesitation is I would not want to send flying monkeys and haters their direction, but yeah, rather just to tell them thank you for their feminine forces and their messages, their videos, and their bravery to show their vulnerability, which inspired me to start being more vulnerable. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes. I'm tired again now. I'm going to go lay down and rest for a bit, and then I have an appointment today, and I also have to prepare for a really important job interview tomorrow. So I will have to rest before I get into that. Yeah. So if you're thinking about it and you're hesitating, well, maybe don't. I'm not sure how this is going to work out for me, but it seems to work out for other people. Just having the bravery to record even when you're not perfect. I think that the world needs, with all the filters and fakeness and how it's like looks are so important, titles are so important, saying the right perfect things, and for me, all trying to achieve all of that just stopped me, and always has stopped me. So yeah, I'm embracing not being perfect, but just recording a true, raw story, and yeah, hope I can encourage someone else or make them feel not alone. Thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate you watching and following my channel. So just quickly, again, the ladies whose channels I wanted to talk to you about are Shea Pilla in Hawaii, Tasha's Divine Guidance, and then there was this new lady that I found. Like I said, she's called the Solo Retired Lady. That's what you can look her up as under on YouTube. And I'll try to maybe link or tag them or something in the video that I post. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you next time.